Welcome back everybody to the Birch 5 YouTube channel. We're going to be getting ready for the Tailgate Throwdown. It's going to be in Newport, Arkansas. It's going to be October 10th and 11th. It's an all-truck shootout, so we're going to be taking the 04 Silverado to that, and I'm going to meet my son there. He's actually going to run his white Silverado, so see how that goes. But one thing I noticed with this bad boy was, well, I shouldn't say bad boy, it's pretty slow. But one thing I noticed with this, we did a little test run on the streets or the strip the other night, and the headlights are horrible. We did put aftermarket headlight assemblies in here, help kind of clean it up a little bit, but using the regular halogen bulbs are just horrible. They're not bright at all. Matter of fact, if you can tell on these headlights, they actually have the C-strip that has the LED in it. Those are actually brighter than the headlights itself. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if we can correct this. We're gonna try to switch over from regular halogen lights to some LED bulbs, and I'm gonna show you kind of what they look like now. And actually, when we've done our test drive at night, I will insert the clip. You can see just driving down the road how horrible these lights are. So right now that's on regular low beam. This is going to be high beam, so it does give some light. I think the camera may show a little differently. We'll just have to watch it and see, but you can tell these things are pretty dim, and the biggest thing is they're just yellow. You really can't see very well. So you'll be able to see how yellow, and they just didn't reach out that far. So I'll go ahead and put that in here. You can kind of take a look at that and see what it looks like. And as you can tell, coming off the road, there's just not a whole lot there. You know, it just doesn't work very good. You can't see very well. It's getting darker. As fall comes around, we lose more light. So lights are going to be pretty important. But I want to make sure they're good to go when we go to Newport, because I don't think they have a whole lot of light out there, and we want to be able to see. So let me go ahead and kick these lights on. I'll kind of show you what they look like right now, and then I'm going to show you kind of bulbs we got to put into place. And you can just see how they look. They're not very bright. You can actually see the LED strips are a lot more wider and brighter. You can actually see them running across here, and those old halogen bulbs are just not great. So let me show you which ones we're going to work with, and we'll go from there. Okay, these are going to be some LED bulbs that we picked up from Rim Thin. That's actually their website. It's just www.rimthin. Show you kind of picture of the box right here. Let me open them up and show you kind of what they look like inside. Again, this is not a paid sponsorship. This is just something we're going to try. We're going to check it out. But you can see right here in the packaging, they've got the 9005s, 9006s. So this is going to be your high and low beams. We're going to be able to change them all out here on the truck. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of them in on the passenger side. We'll match it up with the driver's side, and we'll just see how it looks. You know, let's see if there's a real improvement there. And then of course, as it gets a little bit darker tonight, we'll go out the same spot where we was, and we're going to do a comparison on how these LEDs work against the regular old halogen bulbs. So we'll bring you in a little bit closer. We'll pop the hood. These trucks are really easy to change the bulbs out. It's really simple, but I'll show you the process on that. But we'll get the two in on the passenger side. Let's do a little comparison. All right, let's go ahead and bring you on in. Maybe I can get this position where you can be able to see. Okay, so the great part about this is to remove this headlight bucket assembly, and you could probably reach in behind here and maybe mess with it, but there is a guard that goes behind there. The simplest way is to pull this pin. You pull the lever up and then slide it back, and the pin comes out. So once you got that pin out, you just take the headlight assembly, just kind of wiggle it from its pedestal, and you can work it back. So now we have access to the wiring harness and the plugs. Of course, this has a little extra wiring here for these LEDs that runs the C-strip. All you got to do is, you can see right here, and I don't know if I can get it turned up enough, but all we have to do is twist the bulb and then unplug the harness. So we're just going to twist it like that. It releases it from the headlamp assembly, and then just pull back on this clip, and it'll actually release the clip from the headlights, and it's out. So let me kind of show you the difference between the two. Okay, so the one I pulled from the package, or from the headlamp, this is a 9005. Make sure to replace it with the right one, because there is a difference between high and low. So when you pull this thing out, well, first of all, you notice the packaging. So they've done a really good job to try to protect the bulbs when they ship them out and keep them protected. So you notice it's got the 9005 on here. So they are matching. If you want to look at the pigtails, you can look at that, or the plug-ins. Make sure they are the same. So it's real simple. I'm going to hang on to that bulb because it is a good bulb. Now the installation on here is really easy. We're just going to plug it into there and twist it back into position. But one thing I want to make note here, if you can see, look right here. Inside this built in is the fan. Can you see that turn? So whenever these are running to help reduce the heat or to get rid of the heat out of the unit, this fan's going to come on and actually transfer that heat out of the unit and try to keep it cool for you. So we're going to go ahead and plug this in. Again, it's pretty simple. We'll just take it and plug it in right here. Okay, it's already in, so next thing we can do is slide it into the socket and twist it, and it's in, it's ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this other one. It's gonna be probably the 9006. So you've got a high and a low beam. So once I pull that out, same thing here. We'll just unclip it, maybe. I got that old man shaky syndrome going on. The clip fits tight so it doesn't come loose or want to get any water in it. So you can see it has the seal on here to try to keep all the water out, so which is a good thing. It also makes for a good tight seal. We got the new one here. We'll take that and we're going to plug that in. We'll take that and we'll plug that in here. Make sure you get it turned the right way. Clip that in and it's good to go. Now what we can do is we're just going to simply put it back in the back of the headlamp assembly and we'll be able to test this out. It's that easy. That's the cool part about these old trucks, is it's pretty quick. Both of them locked in pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of move the wires out of the way. We'll set the bucket back in place. You'll slide it up in that clip. We'll take the pin and just slide it in here underneath this, and we'll go right back into the holder. This is what's going to hold your headlight assembly in place. Only thing you got to worry about is just making sure you get the hose lined up. And then you flip this pin around, and that's what keeps it from backing out or falling out. We got the passenger side in. We don't have the driver's side in, so the driver's side is still on halogen bulbs on bright and low, or dim and high. Passenger side has got the new LED bulbs from Timken. So those are the, let me give you the number on these as well. I've got the box right here. So these are going to be their X series, and when you look online, I believe they're going to be the XM series, but they have different levels of them, but these are the ones that actually has the fan inside, so it helps keep them cooler. But let's go ahead and turn these on. Remember, the passenger side is going to be the ones that has the new bulbs in it, the new LEDs with the fans. Driver's side still has a halogen. Here we go. Hopefully there's a difference. If there's not, be disappointing. All right, so you've seen it before I've seen it, but let's check it out. Oh, definitely a difference. A lot brighter and wider. If you can tell, I hope this shows up on camera, but that passenger side is a lot more bright. It's white and clear, where the driver's side is definitely more yellow. Let me see if I can get you in here to kind of take a better look. So I don't know if you can tell that, but it's definitely got more of a yellow tint to it, and it's not that bright. When we move over to this side, it's really got the assembly lit up very well. So let me go ahead and put you back up here on the stand, and I want to turn the brights on and see what it does for that as well. Same thing. My goodness, big difference. I can see, hope that shows up well on camera, but you can just see how yellow that is on the brights. And these new bulbs are just really, really bright. They're doing a great job. Super clear, super bright. That should make a big difference. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and put the other side in. I'm gonna go ahead and change the other bulbs on the driver's side. we can look at that, and then when it gets a little darker, we'll go out to the same spot where we did our test run, and we'll do a comparison. We'll see exactly how it carries out in front of the vehicle, the brightness and all that. It'll make a good comparison. All right, let's go ahead and take up this driver's side. Again, we're going to pull the pin. See if we can slide that out. Should be able to just go ahead and remove this assembly. Down this one here, you can actually get a little bit better view of it. But we'll take each one of these out real quick and get them replaced. Turn and pop that out. And actually, you can probably see this one a little bit better. You just pull the clip back and unplug it. Now this one, make sure you don't get them mixed up. This one is the 9005. So we'll go ahead and grab one of the new 9005s from the packet. Okay, go ahead and get this plugged in. Make sure clips are good. All we got to do is just line it up in the holes, turn it, and it's going to seal right there. We got to just do the same thing to the next one. So super simple. It's going to be a good upgrade, I hope. I hope these work great. We want to replace that with the 9006. Line it up in the socket, give it a twist so it'll seal. Keeps that moisture out of it. We're going to place it back in. Just got to slide it. Just be careful with your paint. Slide it into the holder. Make sure everything's sitting like it needs to be. It's sitting a little high right there. I'm not sure what's causing it to stay up. There we go. Okay, we'll pop a pin in this one and go from there. All right, moment of truth. We're going to turn this thing on and see what happens. Hopefully it's a lot brighter. Okay, that's going to be the dims. Then we'll turn it on brights and see what it looks like. Oh man, a lot better. That's great. Check that out. Now I don't know how much more light it's going to project, but they already look a lot better. Check that out. And I don't know if you can hear it, but if you get up close, you can actually hear the fans running. All right, so I'm going to wait till it gets dark. Both of those are in. That completes the full installation of those bulbs. So we'll wait till it gets a little darker. We'll actually check this thing out. We'll do a little comparison in the dark. All right, just doing a little test drive with these new lights in. Got the new LEDs in. This is an 04 Chevrolet Silverado. And these lights are on dim. They're not on bright. And I hope the video does it justice, because I'm just going down the same street I did the other day. I'll have the other one in here for comparison with just regular halogen bulbs. Really kind of yellow looking, not as bright. These are a super bright white color. A big difference, big difference. The only concern that I'm going to have is how hot are they really getting? You know, that's what's going to make a difference, because if you have a bulb that gets too hot, you know, it'll really discolor that your headlamp lens. So I'm a little bit mindful of that. But so far, of course, it's got the fan built into it, so that'll help. But so far, man, these are working really good. Once I pass this truck, I'll put them on brights, and we'll be able to have a comparison on that as well. Okay, so there he goes. He's turning in. So let me keep these on brights. Yeah, that's a big time difference. Yeah, that's really bright. So these things are doing a pretty good job. Big improvement over the halogen. All right, so made it back from our trip on the road, and you can see just how much brighter those lights are. They look really good. Nice, white, bright. High and low beams work really good. You can tell it puts off quite a bit of heat. Let me feel it. Hopefully it don't discolor the lenses, but it's got those fans on it to help keeps it cool. But man, you talk about making the truck look so much better. That's great. So if you're interested in some of these, if you want to check them out, I'm going to find out how they're going to do long term. But here's the website right here. So if you can see that's rim thin. You can actually go down through there. You can put in your year, make, and model of your vehicle. You can pull up all the lights. You can look at the different series. So they have the XM series. Hopefully that'll focus in. But they have different levels, anti-glare, all kinds of different units that you can put in there. The M1 series. Go check them out if they see how they work for you. Now I'm going to check these, run these a little bit longer. Obviously they're working really good, a lot better than the halogen bulbs, so I'm going to continue to use them. But I'll keep you updated and let you know how they work long term, if there's any discoloration or have problems with them going off and on or anything like that, overheating. But for now, they look great. So now we should be good when we head into the track at Newport. They don't have a lot of lighting out there, so this is going to be a big help to us for the, I guess it's really their second time they're having the actual Tailgate Throwdown. It's going to be an all-truck event, drag racing, 8th mile in Newport, Arkansas. So next video we'll have, that'll be us making some test passes out there, and then that's going to be Saturday, and then Sunday will be the eliminations.